What? This has to be on debut. I'm suing if it's not. I'm literally suing. I'm only one verse in and I'm ready for litigation. Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. As some of you know, I just got the COVID booster. I'm pretty okay, save for the fact that I am swelling up again and it hurts to wear sleeves, but it's cold in here, so here I am. Up until I took an Advil, I had the worst stiffness in my spine. Like, I felt like I needed the human equivalent of an oil change. You know, get in there with some WD-40, maybe pull it out, dip it in some water, lubricate it, maybe some Vaseline, Bath & Body Works, sweet cinnamon pumpkin lotion, and then just slap it back in like a Nintendo DS stylus, or, you know, just take ibuprofen. Anyways, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe for more Taylor Swift content. I'm playing around with my background because every time it's messy, my mom yells at me. Announcement: I am posting twice a week for the entire month of December, Wednesdays and Sundays. I also am going to be going live every day of this month, so stay tuned for that. Oh, you guys are seeing this on my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I'll be 23 in Cider Fantasy. Yeah, but make sure to come join some of my lives. They're going to be happening anytime between maybe like 7 p.m. Central Time or like 2 a.m. I'm open to talking about literally anything with you guys. I'll bring some talking points in case there's not many people, so that people watching it back will have something to watch. I just want to get to know you guys better as my subscribers. It's like a little FaceTime call. The two I've done have been fun so far. Today I'm going to be reacting to Taylor Swift's unreleased songs that have never made it onto an album or even used as a vault track yet on the re-recordings she's done so far. A lot of these are likely debut vault tracks because songs from that early in her career are just easier to find online. I asked you guys on my Instagram to submit your favorite ones, so thank you guys so much if you submitted one. I was afraid that no one would submit, but you guys submitted exactly 16, which is a perfect amount for a video, so if you submitted one, it will be included. I haven't spent a lot of time digging up unreleased songs, so this is going to be a lot of initial reactions. I'll put the links down in the description to all the ones I'm including. I try to listen to them whenever I find some. Ones that are not included in this video that I really enjoyed were Stupid Boy and Revenge, the one that's like Revenge, my list of things to do this week, and the Stupid Boy one. You know, all I can remember from it at this moment is the hook just goes like stupid boy, and it's like mad, and it's so country. They're a bit fleeting, honestly. Like, they'll show up on YouTube and then they'll get like blocked for copyright reasons, and they'll disappear and then they'll resurface. But hopefully all the links work at the time you're watching this. If not, you can comment and let me know. But yeah, I'm not going to be playing them in the video as I react because I don't want this to get blocked or taken down. But yeah, let's get into these possible debut from the vault tracks, and there are timestamps down below. This sounds like a voice memo recording on an iPhone. She sounds so young. She's either really young or her voice is pitched. I really like the chords. I love the soft last chorus. And then the second half of the last chorus is like louder for the conclusion. That was so cute. I wonder how old she was when she wrote this. I really can't tell. This is probably a contender for debut. I also find it kind of funny that she wrote Enchanted about like that guy from Owl City who has a song called Firefly. I'd never heard of this one, so I'm very intrigued. This title just sounds like something she'd written when she was older. Maybe something that possibly would have been on Fearless. I'm very intrigued. Oh, this one's really easy to find on YouTube. Oh yeah, she's older here. Oh my god, these lyrics are killing me. Do you remember the day I leaned up against your car and it started rolling down the street? You screamed and ran after it and tried to open the door and it ran over your foot, and I was too busy laughing on the ground to see. What? This has to be on debut. I'm suing if it's not. I'm literally suing. I'm only one verse in and I'm ready for litigation. This has to be on debut. When I'm mad at all the lovebirds because they don't know how to play our song, this also feels like It Walked So Stay 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 could run. Do you remember the time we watched Carrie and you said it reminded you of me, and I threw the remote at you and you said my point exactly? This is so cool. This is so specific. I love when lyrics give you a very specific picture. Also, threw the remote at you, I threw my phone across the room at you, and later on that night under the neon city lights you paid a homeless guy to sing a song to me. Oh my god, I can't believe this is real. She's a genius country songwriter. It's such a cool concept. The bridge, you call me lucky because I lose everything, but I swear I'd be careful with it if you gave me a ring. Girl, you're like 16. This is just so early Taylor. I'm obsessed with it. That's amazing. I have heard this one once or twice. This was supposed to be on Fearless, wasn't it? I thought this was about her like going after a girl who like took her boyfriend again, as she did a few times back in the olden days. But I guess it's about somebody who broke her brother's heart. I could be wrong though. I really don't know much about the unreleased songs. This is a better like studio version recording. This has a really catchy chorus. So the first verse sounds a little bit like she is talking about her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. I ain't jealous of you, just thought you should know you were never good enough for him or anything like me. That feels a little bit weird coming from a sister, but the second verse feels very like protective. I found that picture of you in that green dress, sure had a good time cleaning up that mess. He found 30 of the pieces, but he'll never find them all. Tried to tape it back together, now he knows to keep it off the wall. That definitely sounds like a very protective older sister, especially because if this is about her current boyfriend, that's really shitty. He's like trying to tape it back together and like put it on the wall while he has his current girlfriend. That's kind of weird, but I could totally see that happening if it's her brother and he's just really heartbroken and she like doesn't want him to have that reminder. Like she knows better than he does, I guess, and he shouldn't be looking at that. Like that feels like good intentions for a sibling. And the chorus also sounds like protective sister. Who do you think you are to write on his heart in permanent marker? Like, you know, the older sibling who like beats the person's ass, who like breaks your heart. That's cute. I really like it if it's about her brother. I'm just so sad that we're not gonna get all of these on debut. I really don't think she's gonna put every single one. Next is I'd Lie, which I didn't know was an unreleased song. I took voice lessons for like several years growing up and grew up in Oklahoma where Taylor was huge at that time. And people were singing I'd Lie at some of the recitals that I was at. So I don't know if we were just very dedicated Swifties down south, probably. But I think I read somewhere that it was released on some kind of CD, just not on an album. What a chorus. That violin riff is amazing. I think this should 100% be included on debut because it's just very sweet. There is a lot of stuff from back then that's a very not like other girls and slut shamey, but this is very genuine and sweet, and it's kind of about being like stuck in the friend zone, I guess. Her writing is a lot better now than it was when she first started, obviously, but you do see little hints of like some deeper lines in here. Not too many, I mean, I'll admit. For example, never let nobody see him cry. I don't let nobody see me wishing he was mine. That feels like you keep his shirt, he keeps his word. I just see kind of similarities to later writing that improved. I put on my makeup and pray for a miracle. Wake up and smell the breakup. Fix my heart, put on my makeup from I Heart ? I think he can see through everything but my heart. That's pretty good. Yeah, it tells a really nice story. I've heard clips of this on TikTok. I love this groove. It's really bouncy. This sounds like another phone voice memo. This is Right Where You Left Me, but like before Right Where You Left Me was a thing. I'm a stranger in an all-night diner waiting for a love to find her, lonely like a harbor light that's never seen a boat, like a line in an old love letter no one ever wrote. I know the greatest films of all time were never made. It's also a really smart chorus, the way it like, I've learned this in my songwriting class, like choruses should be like at a higher pitch vocally to like show it's like the chorus, and she does that so well in this one. But by the end of the chorus, it's like, I think she might be a whole octave lower, and it just like goes down really nicely in her range. Really nice chords too. Oh my god, her visuals are really strong, and she has such personal anecdotes. The bridge is literally just her saying, there you are on the street, just standing there waiting on me. I show you my new shoes, you say you love them. That's so cute. It's just like very simple, but it's like that had to have been something that happened. This one breaks my heart. I'm afraid this is gonna be Forever Winter, like part 1. This is a studio recording. Oh, it's piano. The alliteration of such sweet sorrow. The harmonies are really nice. Oh, the violins. I wonder if these are the same characters she did write Forever Winter about, because she does mention he got a new apartment. If I was standing there in your apartment, I take that bomb in your head and disarm it. This is very simple and nice. Literally every single verse is 4 lines. The chorus is 4 lines. The bridge is only 2. She says a lot in very few words, and I respect that a ton, especially for a young songwriter. The intro sounds like an I'm gonna murder my husband song. Again, a higher pitched chorus vocally. The outro's really catchy. This is another banger. It reminds me of Stranger in an All-Night Diner melodically, especially in the chorus. I think this is another song kind of similar to Tied Together with a Smile, but it might be autobiographical instead of about somebody else. It seems like Just South of Knowing Why is like just south of knowing why you feel this way, like why you're sad. I love the chorus because it's just this whole metaphor of, if I could drive all night, would I find my peace of mind? Like she's looking for for it out there. Would it be a million miles of cold white lies? Cold white lies? That's pretty good for someone this young. And unfamiliar exit signs. If I just drive on by just south of knowing why. I like those words. It's not a cliche. I appreciate that there are really not many cliches in here. A million miles of cold white lies. You can tell she was interested in poetry even from a young age. Really nice guitar. That sounds just like an expensive guitar. I'm not really a fan of this one, I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate that it's a studio version recording. It's very clear. I want to tell you why, but somehow I know I would break down and cry. I know you can't see me here, but I'm not alone. I'm lying here in invisible arms. Invisible arms is kind of cool. And I won't be alone tonight. That chorus is really, it falls flat for me. Melodically, I mean, it's not like awful. I can't not be honest with you guys. It might kind of be about like maybe her experience with bullying. You know, I would die before I let them see me cry. The bridge, this is not Taylor. Like, she can do better. Let me think I'm strong. Please don't bring me down. I need you tonight. She has stuff from this time period that is a lot better than this. The thing about songwriting is a lot of these people do it like every single day. So maybe she just needed to kind of like get her creative juices flowing. This is what she came up with. I wouldn't be mad if this is left off of debut. Really pretty guitar in the beginning. She really employs that technique of doing a higher pitched chorus. It adds so much catchiness. Me and my baby. Oh, she sold this to another artist who recorded it on their album, I guess. What a businesswoman. Oh my god. That's what has me especially salty when people try to tell me like Taylor doesn't write her own stuff. First of all, what rock are you living under? But second, like, she has songwriting credits on so many other people's songs. Like, what do you mean? Like, why would she have those? I sound so salty. This one's pretty good. I like the details. The summer sings a lullaby. That's so sweet. On the hood of his daddy's car. Very quintessential Taylor. Pass around his old guitar. That's cute. They're playing it together. This guy walked so Joe Alwyn could run. I like that title. The first verse is very short and it immediately kicks into this really catchy chorus. I like that. It's efficient. That bass is really nice. It's bouncy. This reminds me of Seven, especially the first verse opening with tire swings, summer dreams, honeysuckle on the breeze, Wilson County Creek. That's a pretty strong opening line. I think it's really visual and pretty. Summer dreams. Oh my god. This is very inspiring. I feel like I want to write something now. She's talking about all the stuff she learned from this, like, one of her first loves. I'm not gonna lie. This is very nice to listen to now because I love Taylor as who she is now. And as a child, I would have loved this because I was so young. But like, if a song came out from anybody else that was like this today, something like You Can Get By with Sweet Tea and Jesus raises a red flag for me. Country's not the same as it used to be. Like, the reputation that it has, I guess. Like, if I heard a singer saying that, I'd probably want to steer clear of them. But, you know, it's with Taylor, we've seen the growth. And also, I just want to point out, this is not me like attacking religion. Taylor's mentioned religion in some of her songs. Desperate people find faith, so now I pray to Jesus too from Soon You'll Get Better. It's just the whole aesthetic, the like white country girl and Jesus. I think it was definitely a very isolating fandom experience. Yeah, I do think this one's really well written. It's just, wow, it is very country. It's so country. It's almost like popping that bubble of like, damn, this is not something I would be seeking out now, but because it's Taylor, I'm like, this is amazing. This is so cool. And it was written so long ago. Oh, autumn rain window pane, looking how the leaves changed, just like the two of us. Still got your laugh, your ghost, your jacket. It's so cool to see the kind of stuff that maybe later inspired her to write more recent songs. I see a little bit of red on this. This is a really good one, even though it's jarring. I bet you didn't release this because of Can We Pretend That Airplanes in the Night Sky Are Like Shooting Stars. She rhymes fountain with mountain. That's cool. Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool, throwing pennies at the fountain. Like the tree we carved our names in. Blank space, anybody? Okay, here's the first one where I cannot find a recording of it online. There's only a cover. Some other singer is singing it. I will link that down below though so you guys can hear the song because she did write it. I guess I wished on a plane I thought it was a star. Could have sworn you said you loved me. I guess I heard you wrong. The night was so cloudy it's not my fault. I just couldn't see. Yeah, I really like this one, but I wish there was a recording of Taylor actually singing it. That's unfortunate, but that's how it is with these, honestly. One might pop up soon though, or she'll put it on debut. Rhyming territory with love story is also pretty cool. Everyone loves this one. If you haven't heard this one, what are you doing? This might end up on Speak Now. I kind of thought it would be on Red though. I remember when this one first leaked, it was only lyrics, and it was maybe around the Reputation era when the lyrics leaked. Somebody who had worked with her or worked around her leaked the lyrics and said it was a cut 1989 track, and the lyrics, I'm not gonna lie, they are very cheesy and cliche, and people didn't believe that it was a Taylor song because of that, but anybody who did believe it thought it would have replaced Bad Blood. I do really like the melody. That kind of changes things even even though it is incredibly cliche. This sounds like a Red song more than Speak Now. I don't know. Or maybe she did want to put it on 1989. Like, let's say this is the original demo and she wrote it around the Red era, so that's why it sounds like this, but then she thought she was gonna save it for 1989. Now that we see the full context of the entire song, because when it initially leaked and it was lyrics only, it did feel like an early Bad Blood, but now it definitely feels like a Story of Us kind of vibe. I love the harmonies. There are things I appreciate about this a lot. It definitely has a lot of raw anger. I feel like it has a lot of parallels to Story of Us. Maybe it's kind of about the same situation. If you do compare it side by side to Story of Us, though, you see why one of them made an album and the other one didn't. But I do like it. You're looking at me like I tried to take you down. No, but if you want to fight, let's go. It's a lot more aggressive. I do like that aspect of it. I like the emotion. They might mention infidelity too. We had it all, but you couldn't keep a promise. I'm not the one who tore us apart. Let me remind you for a minute why we're not fine. Is she here? Is she standing on the sidelines? She roasts him. I have a feeling if she does do this as a vault song, people are going to be unsatisfied with it because the unreleased leaked recording is very angry, and I just feel like we might not get that. Kind of like how with Forever and Always, it wasn't nearly as angry as the original version. Oh my god, those drums sound like Haunted in the beginning. Oh, it's really country. Okay. Shiny boots. A smile on your face, a knife in your hand. Hang on. If this is gonna be one of those murderous songs that Taylor never did when she was country, I'm here for it. Ooh, she's pissed. Okay, this one's very interesting. It's really good, I have to say. I love that the chorus repeats, let's talk about blank, let's talk about blank. I like when she does stuff like that, like in I Almost Do. I bet this, I bet this, I bet this, like in the verse. It's very personal. They say life on Music Row is rough conditions. That's the street in Nashville where all the like labels and songwriting happens, but the easy ride was never my ambition. And at first I was very intrigued because I thought this was about some guy who was underestimating her, kind of like mean. I love to see when she disproves people who have underestimated her, especially men, but it's like about a girl who she's competing with. Let's talk about your childhood days. You were the prom queen. I was on this stage. I mean, it's N-log, I gotta say. It's really N-log. I mean, I don't know what she went through to write this, but I really do like it, but it does give me weird vibes, like just because of that. I mean, I don't know exactly how hard it was for Taylor. I know she was disappointed with her development deal and everything, but like these kind of songs, kind of like I Bet You Think About Me, where Taylor like kind of has lyrics that not directly, but definitely do kind of insinuate that she is like on the poor side. But like we all know that's not the case. Or this could be something that's like kind of fictional. She does say like, I walk in here with a beat up case, the same guitar I've always played. Unless this was really early on in her career, I know she had some really nice guitars. It's definitely the country theme though, you know, it could definitely be like semi-fictional. Singing songs you've got memorized with whatever talent money buys. I mean, Taylor is very talented, like that's not something that money can buy, but like there is a lot of privilege and luck put into it for sure. But I'm glad like she wouldn't be where she is without like her parents being able to completely uproot their life and move to Nashville, you know what I mean? But she probably did see people who were like even more higher up than her. There are people much richer than she grew up. I see both sides. I want to groove to it so much, but it's just like, you were the prom queen. I was on this stage. I'm glad she's grown. But yeah, I would like to hear this on the vault. I'm not gonna lie. It is very fun. I feel like this is gonna be really pretty and romantic. Okay, I've only heard the first verse, but the fact that these two last songs have been like right next to each other, I'm glad she's grown. I don't know, other Swifties can come for me if they want, but like just because I love an artist and really like who they are as a person especially, doesn't mean they're completely immune to criticism, especially from way earlier in their career. She talks about two different people in both of these songs, and the girl who also is a performer and sings songs in Nashville, she's seen as her competition and someone who's not nearly as good as Taylor. And then she sings about a guy who plays mandolin on Friday nights and he's so humble. It's not the best I know, he says, but it's mine. And he has such friendly music and like they applaud for him. And this isn't something that I'm blaming Taylor for. There's so much internalized misogyny, especially back then. It makes me sad more than anything. This could be completely unrelated and these songs could be written so far apart from each other, but like I couldn't help but notice the two perspectives she was taking for two different people. Anyways, the higher pitched chorus again. She's smart. She knows her shit. This makes me think it would be very interesting to see an entire album that was just her observing the people she met while she was trying to make it in Nashville. You know, she has Mean. She has Who I've Always Been, Mandolin. I think that could be really cool. However, it is unfortunate the lens she viewed these people through. Internalized misogyny, man. I feel like I might forget the melody soon. It's not the most catchy one, unfortunately, but the lyrics are really good. To further elaborate on what I said earlier, I feel like people are gonna come for me for being a feminist or something, but Taylor is one now, so like, she probably would agree with me. These two people might have been very completely different. The girl Who I've Always Been is about, and the guy Mandolin is about, could be so polar opposite. Like, one is very humble, and then the other one is like very stuck up, has things handed to her. That could be possible. But like, every time I see a song about a girl from then, there's so much internalized misogyny. It's especially frustrating because like, Taylor was fucked over by so many men, especially earlier in her career, and there's nothing about that. Like, she was blind to it, I guess. She was literally looking at like other girls trying to make it and like viewed them as competition, and that they were the problem. It's unfortunate. I love that she's making up for it now. Mad Woman, My Tears Ricochet. It's also very nice to see her now supporting other female artists instead of viewing them as competition or having feuds with them. I mean, that did kind of happen later on. It's better now. We love to see it. We love to see growth. I appreciate this. Whoa, this is really good. Time is passing slowly for the 8-year-old next door, but Mama's watch is ticking off the wall. That's like Never Grow Up. Jillian and Bobby think that they're a perfect pair, but the girls could say he's just a bit too tall. What the heck? Girls love a tall guy. Some folks say the glass is half full, others choose to drink it. That's very original. That's such an early example of her taking a common phrase and spinning it on its head like she loves to do now. That's so cool. It's such a like hidden gem. Love still counts when it doesn't stay. That's the entire Red album. Some say I love you, some say love needs proof. People say love's for show, but I would die for you in secret. He hated pink, so she threw out her favorite clothes. He didn't like it when I wore high heels, but I do. You don't have to do to win big, you just have to think it. Manifestation. A masterpiece depends on one's opinion. They never call, but don't think that they weren't wishing. I wish I could tell you it takes everything in me not to call you. That long sustained note at the end with no vibrato and no variation is kind of killing me, I'm not gonna lie. She's grown a lot as a vocalist too. Wow, this was so interesting to look through the lyrics because seeing her early songs, they are very good, but it's also like with the context of what she's gone on to achieve, you see that she just, when she was writing, it was like, man, you were on the verge of literally something everybody's going to be losing their minds over. Like, damn, it's so close. It's like, I don't know, it's amazing to see this. There's like references towards her later work. I just love that she took all these songs that are definitely good, but like she's gotten even better, and she took all of them and just made them even better and into different songs. That's so cool to see. I will say I'm not completely crazy about this melody. There's a lot catchier ones from these unreleased songs. The lyrics are very good though, and that's what makes me love it. I'm a lyric nut, even if a melody is not that good. If the lyrics are good, I'm happy. But it does make me feel better about myself because sometimes I write songs and the melody is just like not hitting. I feel satisfied. Even Taylor Swift writes stuff that she doesn't want to release. This has interesting guitar. We haven't seen anything like this in the beginning. Ooh, it kicks into a full band. Again, she's doing that high vocal chorus, and it's been a long, it like goes down. That's really good. That's really smart. It makes things catchy. It was a long time coming, not knowing it'd be a long time going. That's really smart too. I like that. It makes me think of, it turns out I'm harder to forget than I was to leave. Little girls are so naive. Good girls hopeful they'll be and long they will wait. Washed my sins on the neon lights. That's pretty interesting. This one makes me feel better about Who I've Always Been because she sings, I waited half my life just to find someone like you at like what, 16? So there could definitely be fictional aspects to even her earlier work and we're just unaware. So I don't know, I'm hoping that song is not about a real girl. If it is, I wonder where she is now. But yeah, those are all the submissions. Let me know down below which ones you're most hopeful will end up as a vault track. For me, I really enjoyed All Night Diner. It just feels like right where you left me. Dark Blue Tennessee for sure. Till Brad Pitt Comes Along. I can't believe I'd never heard that until now. Battle can definitely be appreciated, especially with those harmonies. Those are the huge standout ones to me. Let me know if you guys want a part 2. If enough of you want one, I will have another submission box on my Instagram story so you guys can send me ones you want me to react to. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, it is right here. And if you want to follow me on my TikTok, that is right here. And I will see you all soon. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye guys.